us to reintroduce our next guest. You know him as 1/5 of one of the most successful and iconic boy bands in music history, the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yes. He was always the trendsetter and top-notch performer, and now AJ McLean is Alexander James, and his music is electric.
Come on, set this room on fire. Even a touch isn't enough for you to make me feel electric. You're so electric. Electric. Yeah, yeah. You are so electric. You're so electric.
Did you know he roller skated?
No!
We could have invited him to Flippers. And now we're gonna quit playing games with your heart and do what we were meant to do and introduce you to the heartthrob himself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to New York Living, AJ McLean. Woo!
Good morning. I have to be funny.
Oh my goodness.
The man, the myth, the legend.
And he's like a normal dude too. Come on.
More Abby normal.
Me too.
All right, listen, the best of us are.
That's right. Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm good. A little bit tired.
We know it's early. We're sorry.
No, this is actually late compared to yesterday. It was very
We
early.
saw you on that network television.
Very
All
early
nice.
yesterday and a very long day yesterday, but a very rewarding day yesterday.
Excellent.
So.
Rewarding in what way?
Rewarding in, well, it was my first time doing national TV in the U.S. on my own.
Yes.
Ever, without the boys, and just kind of just feeling the love and feeling the real positive response to the single, to kind of this whole journey that I'm on right now, and just everything, and just the entire day was just a blessing, honestly. And I got to go to bed last night with a big smile on my face and just felt a really good sense of accomplishment. I couldn't fall asleep as fast as I would have liked to.
You were
Unfortunately,
buzzing.
I was like, dude, go to sleep. Come on.
Go to sleep.
And my body went to sleep, but my brain was still
brain.
going.
It
So,
always works
yeah.
out that way. You released the newest song that we just played a little bit of under Alexander James.
Yes.
Shall we refer to you as Alexander?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that switch up.
So, long story short, we finished the tour for the DNA tour back this past May. And once that was done, I decided to kind of go on a little self-reflection journey for the entire summer of last year. I went to Scottsdale, Arizona. I went to a place called the Meadows for an intensive outpatient program, mainly for, not for my sobriety, because that's locked and solid, but more for kind of going to the root of why all these things have happened in my life. So like trauma, a little bit of PTSD, depression, anxiety, and trying to find my true authentic self. And what I came out of that and learned was AJ is a persona. It doesn't define me. He is not who I am day in and day out. Alexander is a father, is a goofball, is, you know, collects Funkos and sneakers, loves music, loves life. And I finally understood what it meant from some of my bandmates when we would finish up a tour and they'd be like, okay, I'm clocking out. I never knew what that meant. For me, I never clocked out. AJ just kept going and going and going, and was always looking for that external validation and, you know, how can I make you love me and like me? Thinking that that was genuine, and it's not.
It was temporary.
It was. So.
What were you called as a child? What did your family call you?
Alex.
What was Alex?
But once I started doing like musical theater when I was around 6 years old, is when AJ kind of was created. But I'll never forget. After every show, you would go out and you would sign autographs on the playbill. So I would sign my full name, Alexander James McLean.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And then my mom was like, we're going to have to shorten that.
You got it. There's a lot of signing you got to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of signage. So it became AJ McLean.
McLean.
And it just stuck. So all my headshots, all my resumes, everything said AJ McLean. So it just stuck.
Okay.
You know, obviously everyone loved you when the Backstreet Boys came on the scene all those years ago. But you have continuously been so open and honest and vulnerable and just kind of out there with everything that you've gone through. And I feel like it makes people like you more because it's relatable, it's real life. But at the same time, you described yourself as a goofball and you're fun and you're like, you know, this is real, but this is also what I'm doing. And it's like we get to see all this happening in real time. And I love the trajectory that you have gone on. This new music that you've released is so fun.
Thank you.
We mentioned it's electric. It goes with the new hair.
This is actually electric pink.
I love it.
I didn't know what I was getting into, so I went to get my hair redone because I've been platinum blonde for like the last 6 months. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna go back to platinum. I'm in the chair and my colorist was like, let's try something fun. And I was like, I'm down for fun.
Yes.
And when he did it, he said, this is called Electric Pink. And I'm like, well, that's funny. My single's called Electric. And he's like, oh, man, it's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Kiss mesh, as they
I was
say.
like, let's do it.
Okay, first and foremost, the first concert I ever went to was you. I'm pretty sure you sang to me. I'm sure we locked eyes. You don't remember it, but it was like 1980.
She's like, I remember
yeah,
that
sure we
it was
did.
the Westchester County Center.
Nice.
I think so many people love this nostalgia, love you, love the music. You're making dreams come true. Backstreet Boys, Joey Fatone, NSYNC. How does this happen? Stars are just like us.
And why
They're
did
really
it take
just
so
best
long
friends.
to do
I lost
something
a
like
bet.
this?
Very much so lost a bet. No. So back about 2 years ago, Joey hit me up and asked if myself and my bandmate Nick wanted to do this little thing called the After Party, which we did 4 shows in Las Vegas, like a little mini residency. It was me, Joey, Nick, and Wanya Morris from Boyz II Men.
Oh my God.
And it went off without a hitch. It was hugely successful. And then Joey's been doing a lot of these, like Joey and Friends, for the past few years. And so he hit me up and said, hey, do you want to do something just you and me? And I said, sure. So we did a show in Tampa while we were there this past, I think, September. And then we did the same thing for Formula One, which was 2 different, complete
Very
dynamics.
different,
Formula
yeah.
One was a corporate thing, and Tampa was like our demographic, our fans. And it just works. Our dynamic works really well together.
see
We're
it.
very much 2 peas in a pod. We're very much similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense.
It makes
And
sense.
What was
loving
your
it.
well back in like when you guys were both on
Coming
the
up,
scene,
yeah.
kind of, you know, for me it was the '90s, but I feel like people always kind of just pitted you. It was like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys to take a side. But I have to think, I mean, obviously you guys were running in the same circles. Was there a relationship there before this?
I mean, I've known Joey years before we really kind of took off. I mean, Joey saw us at the Tupperware Theater
Oh my gosh.
in like 1992, like the end of 2, but before the actual band was formed, because there were 2 other members before Kevin and Brian. So that didn't work out. So that's when Joey first met us. And we kind of grew up in the same area, like the Dr. Phillips area, Central Orlando. You know, and I would see him at Universal when he was still working there.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I mean, this is a really fun show. We are coming through this area.
Oh,
so
don't you
need-
worry. We're stalking you
Okay,
in the
well,
best
you need to
possible
be.
way.
You need to come to the show.
Listen, I've locked eyes with your team member here.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah, you need.
I'm-
I got you. You know what? Sorry, Joe. They're on my guest list.
Can we
not
do-
yours.
can we do-
Joey only zoomed in when he came on the show.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
right,
Here
Joe.
in
You know what,
person.
Joe?
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Throwing down the
my
gauntlet.
guest list.
That bling, I can't. Okay, we have a few rapid fire questions,
Okay.
if that's okay. It's 90s and 2000s related.
Okay.
Okay? Favorite Backstreet Boys song?
Siberia.
Andale.
Deep, it's a deep cut.
I was gonna say that's a deep
It's a
cut.
deep cut.
Favorite NSYNC song?
Digital Get Down.
Digital Get Down.
It's a very naughty song.
Just you.
It is.
and me.
But I love it.
That's why I love
I
going
think that's
back
why
and
I like
listening
it.
to the lyrics.
I think
It's
that's
so
why I like
fantastic.
it, because when I heard the lyrics, I'm like, oh.
Naughty,
like,
naughty.
I don't know, boys.
Naughty, naughty.
Well,
I love boys.
Flip phone or BlackBerry?
I like the flip-flop flip. I like flip-flops. I'm from Florida, so flip-flops, yes.
West Palm
But
over
with
here.
socks. With socks. With socks.
You're showing
See, I
your
was doing
Latino
that
side.
before I moved to the
I
West
love
Coast.
it. I love it. I love it.
Flip phone.
now you got him doing
Dang
it.
it. Flip phone or what?
Blackberry.
Blackberry. Blackberry. Blackberry. I like the QWERTY.
This-
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 or PlayStation?
64.
Don't be ridiculous.
64, I mean, you got Mario. Mario is, come
that's
on.
it.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Favorite hairstyle of yours over the years?
I did leopard once, which I thought was really cool. So I bleached my hair, I shaved my head,
Yeah.
and then it was a cool process. They would put the black hair dye on like her thumb, and she would press and twist, and then she would take a brush and do like a darker brown around it. It looked straight up. But now I'm really kind of liking this.
I like this.
I like it.
I like this business.
I got one last question for you. Favorite genre of dance that you performed on Dancing with the Stars?
I would have to say either the samba. I never got to the Argentine tango.
Dang it.
But I did learn it, which I thought was a lot of fun. But I really love the samba, and honestly, that was my highest score.
We're here for all.
You know, being Hispanic, these hips that
I don't lie.
these sort of hips don't lie. Okay, question for you: do you say pocketbook or purse?
Pocketbook.
Purse.
Really?
Pocketbook.
I love that pocketbook. Okay.
You.
Now he's
Do you
asking
say
a question.
okay? Do you say soda or pop?
Soda.
Soda.
Okay. Do you say tunnel or dark scary place?
Wait, what
My
was it?
brain. And with that, it's a
Yes.
tunnel or dark, scary place.
Yes.
AJ, thank you so much.
Thank
We could
you,
talk all
ladies.
day, but we're getting a hard wrap.
Well, thank you, ladies, and I will see you guys when me and Joey come back here for
I
11
cannot wait.